Hour every hour. For all the details, go to askingradio.com.
Hello, my Cudi. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know. The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. And of course, it's Wednesday, the 18th of September, 2024. And I'm King James YiYE, and I'm not alone. I'm with
Mmemshima King.
Right, so on Extra Speed this morning, we'll be looking at idleness. That's idleness, and the Lamashagodobi team is out to ask people the cause of idleness and its effect, and probably what can be done. And everybody seems to know that idleness perhaps is not so good. So I really wonder what leads to idleness. But you can tell us when you call 08084275464. That's 08084275464. And share your experience about idleness, if it has led you to anything, and let's know. 08084275464. That's 08084275464. That's the number to call. We are also streaming live on Facebook. That's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Marketing on Facebook. And so you can leave your comments here as well. And you can tell someone who is not within here to also listen online at askingradio.com or on Radio Garden, the app. And of course, that's how it is on Extra Speed. It's King James together with
Mmemshima King.
And idleness. So let's say Memshi.
Yes.
What leads to idleness?
First of all, what leads to idleness for me is laziness. You know, some people, they are just lazy. They don't want to do anything at all. And you see some young people, they try to also blame it on somebody, that it's because of this person. Actually, they like blaming it on the government, you know, that it's because of them. That's why you don't have anything to do. But I don't want to believe in that. I just feel it's laziness and lack of creativity. And they don't want to just think outside the box to just get something doing. So for me,
okay, so
laziness.
What it means is there must always be something to do.
Exactly, yes.
Right. So what do you think? You can call us on 08084275464. That's 08084275464. And let's go to Alamashagodobi team to hear what people are saying.
All right.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Wetin be idleness?
My sister, idleness na person wey no get anything to do. You go just wake up, dey house, and na wetin me I understand for idleness be that o.
Did you hear her?
Let's play her again. I like the way she just answered straightforward.
All right.
Wetin be idleness?
My sister, idleness na person wey no get anything to do. You go just wake up, dey house, and na wetin me I understand for idleness be that o.
Is when she said you just wake up and just be at home like that, you know. A person will not get anything to do. You could just wake up, just stay house like that.
Yeah.
But then, do you want to support what she said?
And yes and no.
Okay.
It's a difficult one.
It is.
Because deliberately, some people hang around and they refuse to do something. Perhaps maybe the mom is frying a kara or doing something, and they say, "Just follow me."
Yeah.
Chemeka, follow me to the market. And you say, "Mommy, it's too cold for me. I don't
Exactly.
like, you're just
And you just
sleeping."
stay at home and
you
do
expect,
nothing.
Yeah, you expect her to bring the money back.
Yeah, it doesn't. And there was also a time that we were saying that people are trying to ranch their animals and keep their animals in one place. You understand? But then they can't do that because these animals, they need to eat. So we're saying there are so many things like all these grasses that someone can
Don't
cut.
worry. Save that when we come to what
No problem.
can be done.
No problem.
Then we get to
All
that
right,
one
okay.
because let them see the effects and what causes it, and when we get to that, we'll know little things that people think there's
Can be
nothing
done.
in. I mean, people feel there is nothing, but of course, a whole lot of stuff to be done. We have a call here.
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Mmemshima King.
Good
the
morning.
Radio wizard.
Good morning.
King James YiYE, radio wizard.
Good morning.
It has been a while.
It has. It has.
It has been a while. Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about idleness. Wonderful. When we were in school in those days, and back then, we had a technology. They say if you don't have a focus, they say this man NFA. No be Nigeria Football Association. Say, no future
ambition. Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
We had it too.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think idleness is brought about by lack of focus, and then people who are filled with inertia. Inertia is reluctance to motion. Don't want to. They are just sedentary. They don't have a focus. They don't have initiative. I don't know. They are sluggard, in short. They may not even be lazy, but they don't have the flair to do anything.
Yeah.
The kind of people Bible refer to them as sluggard, people who are sluggard. And when they are sluggard, they don't have the intention to do anything, reluctance to motion, they are just like that. I don't know. They don't have a focus. Actually, no initiative, no ambition. They don't think about tomorrow. I think it's a challenge. Seriously, I can say it's a psychological challenge. If not, how will anybody don't think he wants to be idle? It brings all sort of even health issues to you if you want to, if you're idle. So your blood will not circulate. Your brain will not work well. You become rustic.
Some of them move actually.
Yeah.
Some of them move.
Just a nuisance.
Yeah, exactly. Nuisance. Yes, some of them move on the streets, beginning to the end of the street every day, but you don't find them doing anything. So at least
they are busy doing nothing.
Exactly.
Busy doing nothing.
Yeah.
That is how it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So is
my son has just arrived. Engineer,
okay.
My son, Engineer, my second son, I just been saying, let me speak to you.
That's good. All right. So.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name?
My name Engineer Obiabo Akpa.
Okay. Nice hearing your voice.
I came to see my dad this morning.
Okay. So how was your trip?
Yes. Very fine. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay, so hold on. We are talking about idleness, and your father just finished speaking. But what do you have to say about idleness? What do you think leads to it?
Okay, idleness. What leads to idleness?
Yes.
Okay, I feel sometimes as a human beings actually lead themselves to idleness sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, human beings lead themselves to idleness. Maybe you have, like, I can use my profession as an example. You may have a friend, you call him to come so that we'll go check some sites together. But he says maybe he wants to do something else, and at the end of the day, he doesn't do anything, and he starts blaming it on other people. Yeah, so many things lead to idleness anyway.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for contributing. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah. So, all right.
All right, King James YiYE.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, that is my second son there, the engineer. He's a chartered engineer.
Oh, that's
Mm.
great.
Yes.
All right.
He just came to visit us this morning. Thank you very much.
He has done well. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
And you
so
too.
much.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. So sometimes and oftentimes, like the guys go into a site, maybe not as engineers, as builders, or site workers, and they actually invite their friend, and they tell you something, but they sit at an ogogoro joint. So it's the money that you make that they want you to come and give them
spend
part of,
with them. That's what they do.
Exactly. So when you refuse, it's really something bad. They call you names. It's idleness on extra speed. So we hear from more people.
Okay.
Idleness is when you don't have anything to do during your leisure time. Maybe like when you are not doing a special work. Yes, you are supposed to be resting, but some people, it's good that you find something to do during that your resting time. Maybe a small thing, small handwork. But some people, they will just misuse the time. Like even sometimes, even when they're supposed to be work, they will just be lazing around. Like they will not be doing anything really. They will just be there.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because it's some people it might look at like perhaps there is nothing, but people are trying to say that there's always something
to
but
do.
it's like these people just decide not to do anything.
Yeah. The key word she used there for me was laziness. She said they would just be lazing around doing nothing. That's what she said. So this idleness, it's I really want to just pin that idleness to laziness, actually, because if for example, I don't have anything to do, I think maybe I should just try and just be around. Even if it's my friend, I should just, maybe I can decide to just go and meet him at his workplace. At least there will be something for me to do instead of me just being at home and doing nothing and just creating that vacuum in my head that would lead me into temptation or something.
So what it means is that by the time we get to maybe finding ways out of this, these little things, I hope you are jotting them down.
Yeah.
And anybody who's going to call back, because there are a whole lot of things people do actually that keeps them busy.
Yes.
Irrespective of your age, there is always something to do at every point. So we try as much as possible, the ones we remember, to tell you whilst you're listening, you too can contribute. Here on Facebook, at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi on Facebook, or you come to askingradio.com online and on FM 98.5 megahertz. And we're here on extra speed is idleness. So let's hear what Alamashagodabi team is getting people to talk about.
What is idleness?
Idleness is deciding not to have something to do.
Did you hear that? Listen again.
Okay.
What is idleness?
Idleness is deciding not to have something to do.
Deciding not to have something to do. Wow.
Because there's always something to do.
That is what I'm thinking.
So now you decide now, say, I don't want to do anything. So you become
That's serious. Now, but the people who are idle, lazing around, let's put it that way, as they have said, do they really realize that there's always something to do? Is that something, do they think there is always something to do?
I don't really think. At most of the times, they feel they are above that thing that is even available for them to do. You understand? So, in as much as you try to even advise them that, see, guy or girl, stop being lazy, stop being idle, you can do this. You hear them tell you that, no, I want to be an artist, I don't want to do this. But then, before you can get to that active stage, you should try and start doing something, so that you can earn money instead of you relying on people and begging them to assist.
Like a Michael Jackson.
Yes,
Are you serious? Okay. It's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Is idleness on extra speed? And what leads to idleness? People are saying deciding not to do anything. People are saying that you not seeing beyond your nose, not having an initiative. You know, so many things are coming up. What do you have to say? Call us now, 08084275464. That's 08084275464. And let us know about idleness, what you think. And Alamashagodobi team, as always, and as usual, still here talking to people on idleness. But we have a call here.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Usman Abu from North Bank.
Okay, Usman, good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Yeah, talking about idleness.
Yes, ma'am. You know, sometimes this idleness, sometimes some people do have hope on something. They depend on something. That their hope will make them to be reluctant, then they will become idle. Instead of that hope, instead of the hope, they are just hoping. It's not that they have it and they are sure. You will be hoping so person will help you. You have so person. So that thing used to make most of the people to just relax, feel relaxed. At least anyhow, if there is problem, they have one or two things that they could rush to for their needs. So all those things is part of idleness. And secondly, again, some people, when they just feel pompous of themselves, they don't want some things that they know other people can do. Then too they can do, they will not do it. They say they are more than it. So all those things result to idleness.
Okay. Thank you so much, Usman.
So people are telling us, callers are telling us the causes now and the lead. Perhaps at the point when we get to a second round, they can still call, because we are going to get to the effects of idleness. So we encourage you to call. And for we're going to get to the stage of what can be done.
Okay.
So for now, people are telling us what leads to idleness.
Yeah.
And I like what is coming up because everybody is bringing something different about leading to one issue in the society.
Usman said hope. You're hoping on something,
like
so
people
it makes you inactive. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mmemshima King.
Morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Gogo Fane calling behind Green Dot Hotels.
Okay, Gogo Fane. Go on. Talking about idleness.
As for me, I perceive idleness as a way of one attaching too much importance to himself and deliberately refusing to do some certain jobs. That's my own perception.
Wow.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, so the whole thing is tilting towards the fact that there is always something to do. It's the idle person that is refusing to do something. Exactly, which makes you idle because everybody is saying deliberately, Fanon says deliberately refusing to do something.
Yeah, because you feel important.
Yeah. And Usman was talking about hope. That it's like you build your hope around others. That if I need anything, I can call King James.
Or there. Something someone has promised you that they would do for you. So you just hope on that thing and you just remain inactive to do any other thing, depending on when that thing would happen.
Okay, so in the meantime, you're lazy around.
You're lazy around, yes. You don't want to stain yourself.
Yeah, because you are being promised a job.
Exactly.
Yeah, so as special advisor to the Benue State governor on what?
I don't know. Maybe just start healing yourself.
Okay, let's say special advisor to the governor on hard work.
On hard work, okay.
So in the meantime, you want to be idle and lazy around and wait to be made an advisor on hard work.
On hard work, yeah.
Meanwhile, you are not doing any hard work.
I'm telling you, or how to eradicate idleness.
I see. So it's 08084275464. 08084275464. It's idleness is extra speed, and we have someone here.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Your name?
Emeka from North Bank, overseas. I don't know whether you have your passport to travel out.
I'm telling you, we need to cross that sea.
Yes, we'll cross over.
These days we will be stopping him to pay us this thing 2 gigs.
No problem, I'll pay.
Okay. You are talking about idleness.
Yes.
Oh my God! You see, idleness is a sickness. When a man or a woman or a child wants to become idle, maybe this morning that everybody are waking up now to start doing something, such a person is lying down in the house sleeping. You know the next thing he will do?
No.
In the night, he will be the number one to start asking people, give me this, give me that. Or when he wake up, the next thing when he will start, he will go and start begging people for money. The next thing you will see him, you will start collecting people's handsets and other things. That is what idleness causes. But if you are somebody who is hardworking, in the morning time like this, you are waking up, and you are thinking of what you are going to do, whether you are sick, you will be thinking that, oh, in my house today, I must have something. I must do something. Let me go and get something. You are busy all the time. You will not have the time to start thinking evil, to go and commit crime. You will not have time to start thinking how you will do away with somebody's property. You will not have time. You will be busy, contented to what you are having. So I believe that if every one of us, our children today, the younger ones, will start thinking about these things, stop taking all these manner of drugs. Some of them, when they take the drugs, then they become idle. And the next thing is to commit crime. So I am of the opinion that today, all of us will have to tell ourselves the truth. When you are sitting in the house, what are you doing? Leave me, I'm coming. You, father, you keep quiet. You allow that child to sit down in the house. In the night, he will go out to collect people's properties. In the night, he will go and cause problem for you. And one thing, you will start having high blood pressure. And that is why,
Emeka,
as a man,
let me ask you this. I always brag about Igbos. Are there lazy Igbo people as well? Have you ever seen a lazy Igbo man?
For me now, I cannot tell you that there is a lazy Igbo man, but you know that 100 there must be one Judah, or in 12 there must be a Judah. So I believe there must be one who doesn't want to do anything.
But you have never come across one.
You heard about Igbunedio. Did you hear about Igbunedio?
Yes.
During his birthday. Igbunedio was the one who was packing shit. That is shit. That was what they were saying. He goes to pack shit. And today, look at what that man is. So nothing is too bad for somebody to do. You can do anything to earn ends meet. Anywhere you can do something. I always tell people that clearing of gutter, younger ones, instead of you sitting, holding all these arms, holding this, waiting for somebody you will sack. Why not go and clear the gutter, ask the person to pay you money? If he doesn't pay you money, government will come in. You see places, you sweep, you do things. People will give you money. If they doesn't give you money, instead of taxing them, asking them to give you, or you use force. Like there is one other person in North Bank that went and locked somebody's Niger Pest the office for a whole day. He said he must settle you. Settle you for what? So my dear brother, my organ, I think a lazy person should not. We should start thinking about what we have to do with a lazy person.
All right, thank you.
An idle person.
Thank you very much.
I am of the opinion that every Nigerian should be busy doing something. Like when I was in Israel, we told them that we Nigerians in Egypt, I would say, we Nigerians are people who are power. We have the power to do things. So in Nigeria, we don't need to have lazy people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I think you can call again when we come to ways of, getting rid of idleness. Because, ways out, a few things that people need to know. Because sometimes, you see from what has come out, callers have said it, like it's not somebody taking an initiative. You also said people who don't think outside the box, and that was what Engineer Akpa also says, that people who are refusing to take an initiative, he believes it's a psychological thing. He says that they're just there, they're just immobile, they don't want to make any move. And the son, Engineer Akpa Jr., also was saying that it's something that he believes it's something that people create, and he gave an example.
Yes.
Because if I'm your colleague and I'm saying, come, let's do something, and you refuse to,
and you don't do anything at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Hello, good morning.
I'm Teka Shakume calling from Series.
Okay, Teka. Go on. We're talking about idleness.
Idleness causes a lot of things in a human career. You can see idleness sometimes affect that person sit down in idle for a house, and you have a disease that causes stroke. When you sit down idle, you will be thinking, and it causes you stroke.
Okay.
So I think that idleness is not good.
So what do you do?
Hello.
What do you do?
The service is very poor.
All right, okay. So it will get to that stage. People should tell us there's little things that they are doing that perhaps others don't think is anything, so that we can encourage people, because everybody believes idleness is bad.
It's bad.
He is saying that it leads to stroke.
Yeah, this is like stroke. When you sit down and you think.
That's what he thinks.
Yeah, that's exactly.
All right, so it's Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464. And let's hear what people are still saying.
Okay. All right.
Idleness is being without doing anything, without having anything to hold on to, so that you will be busy.
So it's about people now.
Yes.
Because from everybody's speaking, it's not like blaming. Nobody has blamed government. It's about you creating your job.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning. Anyone where you're calling from?
My name is Chinaza. I am calling from Nigerian Brewery Depot, Makodi.
Okay, we're talking about idleness. Chinaza, go on.
Idleness can be seen as a state of being free from what you are supposed to do or obligations.
Okay.
Okay. So there's something I want to say. I think one can be busy and he be idle at a time. For example, like I am a trailer driver. So I came to this depot now to offload something in drink. So like since yesterday I came here, they haven't offloaded my truck, and I've been parked there. So for now, let me say I am just idle, waiting for time. They will offload me.
But that's not a bad one,
because you're resting.
Yeah, you are resting, and you know that it's not your fault. And they're the ones that are delaying you, and by the time they offload, you're moving again.
Yes, so you need that rest for you to.
That is for that part. That's something again I want to talk about. This being busy doing nothing. Like for example, a friend of mine, anytime I visit him, he will tell me, please, wait, I'm busy now. What are you doing? When you check what that person is doing, he's just busy pressing phone, and that phone might be only game. So you see that kind of busy being
doing nothing.
Okay, so Chinasa, I asked Maker if he has ever seen an Igbo man that is a lazy man that is idle. I have never seen one. Have you ever come across an Igbo man that is lazy?
If you say there is no Igbo being lazy or idle, I don't think it's true, because there must be one.
But have you seen one?
Yes, I have seen.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen one.
Why is this so funny? Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You know, he's laughing because it's actually, I don't know, but it's hard, isn't it?
It is.
Because everybody believes that you create something to do. And I think Igbo people always create something to do.
Yes,
from what thank you for calling, Chinasa. It's just a matter of maybe days. They'll offload your stuff
and you go
and you move.
So it's more like he came to visit or came to do something. Supply. Sorry.
Yeah, he's a truck driver. He came to supply. So they are wasting his time. Perhaps the estimated time he thought he was going to stay, they have not offloaded.
Extended it.
Yeah, so it's not his fault.
Of course, more rest for you so that you
Exactly.
can drive well back.
Exactly. All right, so it's extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can, and you can call down 08084 275464. 08084 275464. Idleness. People are still defining it, and some have mentioned the effects, but we're going to that as well. So let's see and what this person has to say from Alama Shagodobi team. Let's hear them.
Idleness na person will, in short, as you person will no get work, you just sit down like that. Na idleness be that.
Simple and short.
Yeah,
person will no get work.
Yeah,
just
he's
sit down.
filing. So he's a welder or a fabricator, whichever one comes first. Yeah. So person that just sits there.
Person will no get work. We just sit down. That was what he said.
All right. So let's listen to this one.
Okay.
In my own way of understanding, idleness simply means a situation where someone is supposed to be doing something and then he or she is just like sitting. Like, let me refer it to student. As a student, when you are in lectures or in the classroom, you are not like in any way of the other supposed to be idle. You are supposed to have something doing all the times. Either you are reading or writing. So, referring it to my own way, I'm also a student. And then, in any way or the other, I'm not supposed to be idle. I'm supposed to always have something doing. So that is what is meant by idleness.
What did he say?
Well, it's a situation when someone is not doing something and just being in one place. And he also said, as a student, again, you are in class, maybe there's nothing to do. Maybe you should just find something to do, maybe like reading or something. Just find something to do.
Keep yourself busy.
Just keep yourself busy, basically. Hello. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, King James and Mmemshima James.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Captain Edward.
Okay, good morning, Captain Edward. We're talking about idleness.
They say that idleness is a devil man's workshop. Those who have nothing at all to do and they don't even think of anything to do at all in their life, every day see them, they will just be going about. Right now, as I'm talking, you go places like Brooklyn Joint and Ogogo Joint, you will see such people there. Everything they will put mouth, what they knew or they don't know, they must stop. Sometimes they will do some certain argument there. If we unnecessary argument, we need to fight. You see? Those kind of people, they describe them as adult people. Because they have nothing to do and they don't even think of whatever to do in their life to better their life. Anywhere they see problem, they will run to that place. People fighting on there. Sometimes they will cause problem somewhere and maybe they are not invited. You will see them, they are fighting. They will take that to be their own problem. So those are kind of other people. Just to make that and keep themselves busy in causing trouble and all what are you.
All right. Thank you, Captain Edward. So it looks like they have a job.
They keep themselves busy by causing trouble.
I'm going to sit at Brokutu and Ogogo Rejoice.
I'm telling you, I'm putting their mouth on anything.
Both the ones they know
and the ones they don't know.
All right, so it's extra speed, and we're moving to the stage of effect of idleness that we've asked people. Alama Shagodobi team is here to ask people the effect of idleness.
Okay.
Wetin dey cause idleness?
Wetin dey cause idleness? Now when you wake up now, you no get anything, you just dey.
When you wake up and you don't get anything and you just dey.
So they're still talking on the cause.
Yeah.
Right. Let's hear this one.
Okay.
What are the disadvantages of idleness? Like they said, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So those people that like lazing around,
they are the one that do bad things. Bad things will come to your mind, things that you are not supposed to be doing. Yes, maybe when you are idle, like for now, maybe I'm supposed to be doing something, but I decided to sleep. So when I sleep and I wake up, I'm feeling hungry. So maybe I will just look around. Maybe there's something, a food that I shouldn't have touched. I will go and eat it. But maybe the food is meant for another person. So I will go and carry the food and eat. But maybe if I was doing something, I would have been able to get that food by myself. So these are the disadvantages of being lazy.
I like the way she put it.
You like it, right?
The example she gave, she was supposed to be doing something.
Yes.
But perhaps she was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So
Then you wake up, you are hungry, you see a food that is not yours, and you're not supposed to touch, and you go ahead to take it.
So for her, idleness leads to stealing.
To stealing, yeah.
Or taking what does not belong to you.
Temptation.
Let's give it a better name. Taking what does not belong to you.
you.
Okay. Is that not stealing? Semantics.
Yeah.
Akasa Page says, good morning, my wonderful people watching live streams from Abuja. This is a very interesting topic. Thank you. Go ahead to say, for human beings, living and doing nothing is not good. It will make you to do something that is not good. Okay. So for human beings, living and doing nothing is not good. It will make you to do something that is not good.
Temptation. Yeah.
Then Tezulum Yokpen says good morning. Yes, simply that's what he's saying on Facebook. You too can bring your comment here on Facebook and tell us what are the effects of idleness. And we're moving to what can be done because we have just some time left on the show. So you can tell us as well. Let's hear what this person has to say.
All right.
What are the disadvantages of idleness?
Yeah, there are so many disadvantages of idleness. First, let's say you are moved to steal, like bad thoughts come to your mind. And secondly, when you are idle, especially at home, you are always at home doing nothing. When something goes wrong, you are always the one to be blamed, even though you are not the one. And another disadvantage of idleness, you lose your self-respect because you are not productive. You are seen more as a liability in the house, so you are not respected.
This guy has nailed it.
I'm telling you, he has. Yeah, you are moved to steal, and you are always to be blamed for what you didn't even do. And you lose your self-respect as well.
Just imagine this rain and your parents are going to the farm and you are not in school and you say it's too cold or something, you stay at home.
Stay at home.
So whatever happens at home,
they will blame you.
Exactly.
Because you were at home.
Just like the other girl said, when you are sleeping and you wake up, and you know the hunger this rainy season can be different, right?
Okay, really?
Yeah,
I hardly get hungry when it's
raining. But when
raining.
you sleep in the morning and you wake up lazily, she knows. From experience.
You know, it was funny to me because I was like, how would someone sleep and wake up and you'll be hungry?
You will be.
Really?
This season, this she knows what she's talking about. When you lazy around and then you wake up, you are extremely hungry.
Okay.
And then you, after stretching, and then you go to the kitchen.
Waiting, maybe can I chop myself?
Exactly.
Then you stroll to the kitchen and you see one.
So it could be food. Maybe your mom is still giving birth. And you are old enough to give birth as well, but you're at home. And then the food they keep for your younger siblings that when you take to school, people think they are your own children. But you were sleeping when your mom woke up around 5 to do that school runs food. And because she's going to work, she's not retired yet or something.
Yes.
And by the time you're hungry, the food that you see around is the one for your younger siblings. And then you've eaten it. They come home and they're crying.
Yeah.
And you are too lazy to even cook for them.
Yeah. I think I remember an incident that happened long time ago. When we were in the house. I would not mention any of my siblings their name, but it's one of my siblings, you know. So this lazing around thing, you're not going to do anything, you're a man and all of that. Yeah, I know that Odona is a guy now, you know. So this thing that straight to the kitchen, open the pot, take one meat. Before he knew it, there was no meat in the pot. So what would he have done? If my mom gets back home, obviously she's going to know something has happened in that port, you know. So when he came back, it was a disaster, actually.
So if he were out hustling and doing one small thing, you wouldn't be tempted to be picking
Exactly. And even if you come home to come and even dish your food, you would just take a piece because you know it's not easy
to work and get the money.
Exactly.
Right. So let's listen to another mail here on how bad idleness is.
Like for me, if I'm idle, I always think it's better for me to go and drink high so that I will come and relax at home, which is not good. But when I'm busy, I remove all those things in my brain. I focus on the work I'm doing.
Wow.
Did you hear that?
Idleness leads him to drinking. For him to come back home and relax, you know, but when he's busy, he's occupied, he doesn't think about those things. And I think drinking too much has side effect as well.
Yeah.
So imagine being idle every day, then you just find yourself drinking.
Imagining you see them hang around just like Engineer Captain
Edward said. Yeah. And you know one annoying thing is that these people that they are idle, they always have demands and they have things that they want to buy and they cannot even make 1 naira, and it baffles me. And I'm like, you're always idle and you're always asking for money, you always need some money for something to buy something. Like it baffles me a lot. They don't want to work.
That is why some of our callers said it's psychological thing. I think what they are thinking in their minds is that they are not lazy. They are thinking that they are your boss. They're thinking they're your boss. So you go work hard.
Come give me the money.
Yeah. So they're going to task you. So you're going to give them. They call you and tell you all sort of stuff. Somebody has been hungry since last December, troubling my life.
Yeah.
You understand? And this is somebody who has been troubling me since 2007.
Wow.
You know, so at the point they were doing something, you go to patronize them, then they discover you. And at the point they leave those jobs, they don't find any other thing, and they've got good experience. And then all they do year in, year out is to call you and tell you how hungry they are.
Yeah. At times, you know, you made mention of that's what they've been doing, as in they've been on that job.
Yeah, for
you know, at a point.
The job of begging.
The job they are doing, that's the person that has been on your neck that you should assist him or her, you know. But the person was actually doing something.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, at a point they feel that I've been doing this thing for years. I'm now bigger than that. That importance now sets in.
You are right. This is what people are saying. But as this is, you are, what are you? Shop attendant,
yes,
or a technician. It's beyond shop attendant. One of the biggest computer stores in Worcester, you are there, for instance, and you are doing this stuff. And when people buy, you can actually go and install. You can recommend. I think that's a big job. All of a sudden, you are no longer doing anything, and you're begging year in, year out. Come on.
It's bad.
It means it's a psychological thing.
It is.
Because you have met people there, and which I'm one of. And then if for you to continue with that friendship or relationship, you would rather become
a beggar.
A beggar for how many years?
Wow, that's bad.
Okay. So I hope they don't know who I'm talking
about. Definitely they wouldn't know. They wouldn't.
You think so?
They wouldn't know. Don't worry.
Okay, it's XTRa Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. I guess the page is still insisting that he loves this topic.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, we bring topics that people love and, of course, have direct impact on their lives as well. Either you are idle listening to us or you are very hardworking and somebody is bugging your life.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Yaga. Tena Titus. I'm calling from Airways Junction.
Okay, Tena, go on. Talking about?
I think idleness is when you don't have anything to do and you are very capable, both psychologically, physically, and otherwise. And then, but you have nothing to do. And then we can tag you as being idle.
Okay, so what you are saying is, go on, yeah.
Okay, and so it's as good as you are unemployed. It's equal to being unemployed, because you are very capable of doing everything psychologically, physically, and otherwise, but you have nothing to do. Day in, day out, you just sit around or you walk around from one place to another, or you don't find anything tangible to do. Then we can say that you are idle.
Okay,
and
so
it has
so what you are saying is that even though people are capable, even though they can create something to do, but it's more like they refuse. They don't want to. Is that what you're saying?
yes. Some of them cannot create. Some of them cannot create. Even if you cannot create yourself, yes, you are still idle. But oftentimes, not. You will see people who are young, young men and women, and you see them just walking around doing nothing, and they don't even intend to do anything at all. So those ones we can refer to them as being idle, and it has so many effects.
Can you tell us some?
Yes, I think it makes you dependent. You become dependent. You depend on others, and then giving much burden to other people. If you had found something to do, or at least you have your own income, and then by that you can solve your own problems. But because you don't have anything to do, and you are not even willing to a greater extent to do those things, and then it makes you very dependent. And then also increases, or what I will tag as, it recycles poverty. It makes you poor, and then it recycles poverty, because people whom you would have solved their problems, you are still there, and then you are still poor, and you cannot help anybody, and then you just roam around. People who have meager income or are living just above the poverty line, and then you are just there, going there to beg them for money. So you are also making them to be poor to a greater extent. It also increases crime in the society. Most of these insecurity you are talking about today, when you look at it very carefully, then you come to realize that most of these, it is we the youth who have refused to do something that we become vulnerable and become we are being used in one way or the other to cause problems in the society, either by way of thuggery or by way of armed robbery or prostitution, as the case may be.
Right.
And then again, you can talk about lack of savings. You know, when you are productive, when you venture into productive activities, you earn income, and this income you earn, it makes you either save. You save for purposes, either for unforeseen circumstances. But because you are not earning anything, you cannot save, and because you cannot save, you cannot even invest.
Right, so it's recycling of poverty.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Taylor. Thank you. You've made your points. Right, yeah. So he has said it. So your self-development is not there, and then other people who are just above poverty line, you are dragging them almost back to poverty line because they are working to share with you.
Exactly.
And that's what I was saying.
Yes.
I think lazy people look at you as your.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Tim Charles. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, Charles, go on. We're talking about idleness.
Yes, idleness. It simply means a state of being inactive or unemployed.
And Charles, let's go to what can be done now. Time is not there. Yeah.
Okay. What can be done is you just simply need to get yourself involved in something doing positive. Not just something doing, because you can get yourself involved in something negative, which could not be good. So, in whichever way you found yourself, you must have something doing. Because if you don't have something doing, it can affect you mentally, physically. So many ways it can affect you. And you begin to have negative thoughts, you get into crime and all that, you have low self-esteem and all that. So you must find yourself something doing.
Okay.
That's the only way out.
Okay, thank you so much, Charles.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So it sounds like that, but you see the point is, if you look at the genesis of idleness, as people are saying, it starts with your thinking first.
Exactly.
So you must think outside the box.
The box.
Otherwise, when they're saying you should find yourself something, it will still sound like find what? But you find something. There is always something. Why do you think you should beg people for money? It means you are thinking.
Yes, you are thinking.
Exactly.
Actually, that's
so think
true.
the other way of not bugging people and create. There is always something.
There is always something to do. Just like I was even advising someone who all he does is just to beg, and at times you hear him say like, I'm so tired. What have you been doing?
You are tired.
Either you're tired, and the only thing,
begging people and getting tired.
Exactly. And the only thing he does is you just see him going round the estate like that, doing nothing. So I was like, okay, you can go to the site. People are building. No, I don't know how to do this. I was like, okay, just go there. Talk to them. Okay, how do they do this? Let me just have an idea. Before you would know it,
you don't need to talk to anybody to know how to push concrete in a wheelbarrow.
The person actually was feeling that he was too big to push.
Exactly. Therefore, don't ask anybody for money.
He was too big to push. You understand? So that was what the person was like. Okay, just go there.
I see.
And just discuss with them.
We haven't got much time. Let's hear what people are saying. Ways of getting out of this sickness called idleness and laziness.
Wetin be the way out of idleness?
The way out be say, may you just find work they do. Find wetin go keep you busy. Now the thing be that.
Yeah, what will keep you busy? That's true.
Positively. All right.
Yeah, positively. Thank you.
What are the way out of idleness?
And everybody should find something reasonable doing during their leisure time. The time that you are free, you can be doing like me. I can make beats, and I can make this chin and peanuts that I'm carrying. So when I'm less busy, when I'm not having lectures or any serious homework or house chores to do, I will create time. I will use that time either to read or make my chin or my beats. And at the end of the day, I can sell them and make a little money for myself.
That's productivity.
Exactly. That's a student.
Instead of you using that time to sleep and lazy around as a young person, you have to be productive. At least you use that strength now that you're young, so that when you're old you would smile. Instead
if you're begging now,
you would
you would be a pauper when you are older.
When you're old. Hello.
Morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, I am Igbe Cornelius from Akwe.
Okay. Go
on,
Cornelius.
Again. Okay. Way out of idleness.
Yeah. Idleness is something not even worth thinking of.
Exactly.
Wow.
I don't even see reason why people say they don't even have something doing. And you must eat, you must provide for you, you must be a father of or mother of somebody tomorrow. So you must at least look for ways to provide for them in order to avoid stealing all these delinquencies, scandalization, that. And this normally starts from, sometimes I say it normally starts from parents.
Okay.
Oh, Cornelius, don't go far. Tell us simple ways that people can get out of idleness.
Okay. So this idleness sometimes starts from parents. Parents must teach their children right from young age what can be done to avoid this idleness, laziness.
All right, thank you, Cornelius. Thank you. So it's straightforward, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's hear this one here.
The way out is simply finding something to do. Like, just find something to do. There's so many handwork you can do. That's just the way out.
Yeah, so many things to do. That's the way out.
Yes.
Quite simple, isn't it?
It is.
Let's listen to this one.
Okay.
The way out is to find something to do so that you'll be busy all the time. No matter how small the work is, just manage so that you will not be idle.
Yeah, quite simple.
Yeah, it is.
Because everybody here, wherever you are listening to us or watching us, there is something just around you.
Yeah.
The student is saying that she does beads and chin, and goes around to sell.
Exactly.
Some take photos not at a professional level, but their mates will pay them small money.
Exactly.
Even if you have a good phone and you take and go and print and you make a little out of it, you know, it's something. If you have a bike and instead of those your female mates hopping on it for free, maybe you can take little money when you're going back home.
Yes. And that also
you can jokingly say fuel cost.
Yes, that's true. Jokingly, yeah, true. Fuel cost, just something for the girl.
For the boys.
For the boys too. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your
My favorite radio station.
Oh, thank you so much. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Ojia Paul from Uruku Roundabout.
Okay, Paul. Go on. The way out of idleness.
Yes. I was hearing the message from beginning. I want to have my own contribution before way out.
Okay.
Yeah, this idleness. Some people being idle, they don't know. So some of these things, some of them are attached to spiritual power. They don't know, and they don't know how to come out of it. You see, some other people will go and drink morning to evening, don't have anything doing. Some people will even have jobs doing because of drinking and all this kind of bad life. They sack them from office. So I am saying that some of them are added with a spiritual forces.
Okay. So the way out?
Yes.
The way out
is the way out is you have to know yourself. You are not just come to this world to be useless. Everybody come to this world to do something. You must do something.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ojaka. Yeah, so everybody came for a purpose.
For a purpose.
So if it is spiritual.
Well, if it's spiritual.
I don't know. He didn't suggest
I'm telling you.
But of course, that is how it is for him as well. I think we should take this call. Very brief.
Okay.
Way out. Okay, they didn't even connect. So time is not even available for calls. But yeah, you have something to say.
Okay, I want to just say in all of this, I want to still go back to what our caller said. Finance said, he said people attach themselves to important. That's important that people attach themselves, because you can see a young girl that will be like, how would I go and be hawking chin chin? You understand? I'm above that. But then what would you do? You know, so that importance, I think if we don't put that importance to ourselves, it will also help us not to be idle.
Right. So that's it on the show. We'll take just one person who is suggesting something, and it will be by on the show.
Yeah.
But let's sign out.
Okay.
So get yourself busy, get something doing. People have goats in the cities, in their houses. We have.
There are blocked drainages as well.
Everywhere, exactly. So you can go clean the gutters, Maker said.
Yeah.
As Engineer Pajinior said, if you are an engineer and you are sitting at home, you can go to your colleague's site and do something. You know, so
you can even learn something new.
Exactly, there's always something to do. So get busy and get idleness out of your head.
Exactly.
Don't block your head with idleness.
Exactly.
See you tomorrow.
All right, bye.
Little ways of like involving yourself to always being busy or doing something is you go close to people who are serious, people who are always doing something. You get in touch with them, you make conversation with them, and then they also engage you. They keep you busy. Anytime you are close to them, they keep you busy, and then you become somebody who is.
As King Radio.